And it says we're live.
It
Hello,
does.
everybody. And hopefully, boom, 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 everyone's notifications are going out and dropping. So, Jackie and I figured we would just chill a little bit and wait till peeps start coming in. A few more peeps before really get into the meat of today's show. And we have here waiting for us the lovely, luscious Lexi.
Hey, Lexi.
Hello, luscious lady. And yes, Jackie and I would like to join everybody who watches back on playback and who comes in for this brand new tutorial we're starting. Oh, here comes the
Hey,
peeps.
Megas.
Hello,
Hey,
Megas.
Selena.
Love you. Mwah. And of course, Selena, you have got to send me that picture. So next time I do a thumbnail, I can use that picture. Absolutely gorgeous new picture you have for your channel. It's beautiful. And Alexis is saying, hello, my loves. And really quick, if I can do a quick plug, Jackie,
Two.
um, Selena is going to be joining me today at
Yes.
5:30 for Divine Feminine Within. Nancy is still under the weather. So it will be Selena and I. So that's 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey,
And yes,
Justine.
and I totally need this because
Yeah.
I still kind of a little bit with the court cards. And so
We
this
can
is
all do with the
Christina.
court cards.
Oh no, Justine. So
Justine.
Justine is here. So welcome, Justine, up to, you know what? I need to start making. So Grace Tarot is Justine. I am meeting so many new people
Yeah.
through Selena, through Lexi. It's
Yeah.
just been, and Rochelle, Amethyst Ascension. Um, let's
Nancy.
see. Oh, Nancy's here.
Mwah, Andy.
Hope you're feeling better, Nancy. Now, I was letting people know that you'll be taking
Poor
today
Nancy. Yeah.
off, but we all send you lots of love and healing hugs. And Sandy, hello, sir. Thank you for being with us.
Send you from
And
across
oh
the
wow, so we
pond.
got 9 people in chat. So um, just to just to get a little bit of history, last summer I was still kind of noticing I was struggling with court cards. I've been a part of a couple lives with Gerald and Richie and a few other folks, and we would talk about court cards. And I've gotten better, but I get like, when you ask for a clarifier for a court card and they give you another court card, I'm like, really, you know. So I had come up with an idea during the summer, something called holding court, where maybe, I could get
Yeah.
together with some fellow readers and maybe do a show. Um, Talking about just court cards and focusing on them, and pairing them with other regular cards from the tarot to see how we can kind of figure out exactly what aspect of them that we could be looking at that might help us narrow down more in our readings, and for me to make me more confident about when I look down at the card and know, what I'm seeing. And I know we have lots. Oh my goodness, Jackie, chat's jumping, girl.
It
Oh,
is.
we love this. So Shelby's here. Hello, Shelby. That's Moonfox. Everyone's saying hello, Isadora. I do too, but we can always get, for me, and depending on the author, they give their perspective. So not only do you have the basic, symbolism, but then you have the other interpretations that other authors do. So it's like, wow. And Iron Fire Horse is here. Hello, hello. I know that you told me your name before. I can't remember what it is. If you don't mind sharing in chat, um, I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to
don't know a
let
few of these people at all.
so Fire Horse. Let me just write this down. So if you go to share your name, I will be able to write that down. So everyone is saying, oh, Jackie, your hair is glistening. It's so pretty.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Do you know what? Will I tell you why, Lexi? We had this thing happen today, right?
Hey,
Someone might
Allison.
tell me, "Hey, Alison," someone might tell me what it's called. You might know what I'm on about. It used to be yellow. These days, it's more white. It's circular. It's up in the sky between the clouds, and it like emits heat and light.
She was doing that to me backstage. I'm like, what the is she talking about? And then I'm like, oh, the sun.
So my face is glowing. and my hair is glowing.
She's letting her sun glow. Instead of moon glow, she's got sun glow. So you'll be
I
listening
re-
and driving. Okay, drive safely, my friend. But thank you for joining us. And again, really quick for peeps, Allison's joining us. I know Allison's probably in the process of picking up her kids or heading home,
Nice
unless
to
you're on
see you,
spring
Alison.
break, Allison. And we got Debbie's witchy vlog.
Hey,
Hello,
Debbie.
Debbie. We got CJ. Oh, and Hannah. Guten Abend, my dear.
Oh, hey, Hannah.
Um,
Jesus, we've loads.
we do. It's Irene. Irene.
Yes.
I knew because I had an auntie. Her name was Irene. I never got to really know her. My auntie Irene. So there we go. And pleased to meet you, Jackie. I love your scent.
Accent.
She means your accent. Yeah, I know. I can smell it all the way over here. Smell-o-vision, right?
Oh, God.
But no, you're on spring break. Gotcha, girl. So, Jackie, before we get into actually the show, for people who are new to you, tell everybody who you are.
God,
So
yeah,
now
I
we got so many
suppose.
new peeps.
There's loads of people here tonight that I don't know.
Smell them too. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm Jackie's Crystal Moon. I started learning tarot in 2018 only. From watching an obsessive amount of videos on YouTube, mainly is how I have been started learning and how I have been learning because we're always learning, obviously. But um, and then it was only I think the August before last. So what year was that? 2023. So August 2023. I sat with my laptop in front of me and a tutorial on YouTube on the telly explaining to me how to do a YouTube live. So I was following along then on YouTube on the laptop, you know. Um, and the next day I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a YouTube live. And I did 5 that week because I knew if I stopped at all, I wouldn't keep going because I'm a bit of a procrastinator. So I did 5 lives that first week and I was completely hooked. So I've been doing lives since. Now I've been a bit slow of late, but anyway, I'm trying to convince myself to get back into it now because I really do miss chatting to everyone and meeting all the new peeps and whatnot. So that's me, yeah. So I have a YouTube channel and I'm on Instagram, Jackie's Crystal Moon as well. So I
And that's
do,
down in the description, I believe, as well.
yes, yes. Okay, thank you. So yeah,
I gotta
that's
close
me.
my window. We're having a windstorm. I'll be right back. Carry on,
Do,
girl.
do. So yeah, Heather mentioned to me recently that she had this idea for this holding court series, live stream series, where we would discuss the court cards in more details. Because a few months ago, it's about 6 months ago, I made up my own court card cheat sheets and did a live at the time using them. So when Heather mentioned this when Heather mentioned this live stream idea, or what did I just call it a minute ago? Series. Um, I thought, ooh, we'll have to get out the cheat sheets and start making more notes to make more cheat sheets and whatnot. So
And
very
that's
excited for this.
Jackie's email right there. It's in the description and it's scrolling there for anybody who would like to email Jackie. She would be happy to shoot you off an email with her cheat sheets. And then you can print them out. And then as we go along, we can always like write our own notes and other
Yeah,
correspondences and everything as we go along.
we're going to
We
make
love
it
Jackie and her
interactive.
sheets. She's
We're going.
always got
I
her laminate sheets.
all laminated.
Yep.
We're going to make it very interactive, like so.
Hmm.
Like Heather said, I want to send out the cheat sheets in an email to anyone who wants them, so that, like she said, we can print them. And as we're discussing them, you can write your own notes if you've any epiphanies. If anyone in chat comes up with any other information that myself or Heather wouldn't have thought of, we'll be writing
Hmm.
them ourselves in our cheat sheets and all this. And I want to kind of just make a little I suppose a little set of different cheat sheets then in relation to the court cards. that we can share around amongst ourselves and stuff, you know, because I do quite like a good cheat sheet. Yeah,
And
absolutely,
Lamberto's
Isadora.
is very good too.
And I've
For
never heard of that, so thanks.
Yeah, I'll have to. They're the ones
Okay.
that do the Tina Gone sheet. Yeah, I'll tell you afterwards. It's just
Okay.
incredible
Okay.
what you can. And
Right.
if you're on Pinterest, you can find pretty much every single one of her spreads and all of her cheat sheets that she's made and people have made. I have my own actual tarot board just for I'm working on for her Lenormand for her tarot. I mean, it's fabulous, the Lamberthos Academy. So wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for bringing that up, Isadora. And
Is
I was
Selena
gonna say
still here? She probably is. Yes, Selena, I'll do that.
yes.
I just saw a text, so yes, I'll do that. I think
Okay.
so anyway.
So everybody knows
Me
too, with me
and
getting ready to leave, we're actually focused. We picked a day. We're leaving on the 20th, which is a Sunday. We're going to hit the road, and we found out it's Easter, so I have to check with my internet company. And I told Jackie, if I'm paid up until at least that point, we can be looking at a show maybe starting sometime next week or the first week of April. At least get one out so that people can
yeah.
see what the idea is, how we would like to do it. And in the meantime, between I can get internet again, that way people can email either Jackie or I and let us know what they think was, the strong point of the show, what we can do something better, or they might have something to add to it that we can kind of
Good thinking.
consider. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll give
Yeah,
us a
yeah, yeah.
time to like revamp. And we all know Jackie's been a little under the weather as well. A lot of us have been. So this
Yeah.
gives us both a chance to recoup, regroup, and
Ooh,
come back.
recoup, regroup.
Recoup, regroup. And I was trying to think of another one, but I can't think of. But yeah, we'll be
Someone give us a third one. We need to run that
recoup,
out.
regroup, and I don't know.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to have to Google that now later.
Where are my poets? Where's Karen? Karen, Nancy.
We need
So
another rhyming word.
yes, so everybody knows that, especially, for me, court cards are thank you, Magus. We've got
Mwah.
Miss Tarot D that could still use a lot of healing.
Yeah.
Repeat. So, Jackie, Miss Tarot D, Nancy, Deb H, a lot of our peeps. I know Flowing, who is Carmela, she popped in
Yeah.
last week and mentioned she wasn't well. Feel she hasn't been well. So
She's
just,
in hospital, isn't she? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. So if we
Okay.
can just all
Yeah. I think
send
so.
her
Scoop.
everybody all healing energy and just, good vibes, that would be
Yeah.
awesome. Scoop soup. I don't know. Recoup, and grab some soup. Or as Seinfeld would say, no soup for you. But anyway, alrighty. So everyone's coming.
Scoop the soup. Oh,
Where's this?
Jesus.
And what did Allison say? I'm so glad you
Debbie's putting
scheduled.
her heart and
Yes.
soul into it.
Yep. So my idea coming to Jackie was I have one of these right here. Well, probably Jackie's book actually starts with the ace of what the aces. So not the aces,
A page. A
pentacles.
page.
So we figured we're going to start with the page of pentacles. I don't
Uh,
have that with me, but we would take like a page or court card, and then we would, kind of go through, maybe pull, a major, pull a minor, and kind of look at how we can read, yeah, Heather, where's the freaking, so, how
page of
we can
pentacles.
read, the cards around it. Maybe, because for me, courts are difficult in readings because I'm never quite sure if we're talking the court card is representing the person asking for the reading, or if it might be an energy of somebody in her life. And I know this has been a struggle sometimes for me when we do our investigative tarot,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because we
Yeah.
have a lot of different players, people involved in the true crime cases. So hi Maya, hello to
Hey,
you, and
Maya and Steph.
Stephanie. So to me, this is going to be a great help. And I also want to start working on ancestral work. And I also want to start working on past life readings. And so once I get more of a stronger grip or a strong or better understanding of, the court cards and how they relate. Because you can know the basics, but when you're like looking at them, it's like, okay, now is this, this person, or is this somebody affecting this person? So for me, this is very important to really start getting in, learning more about the court cards. Um, and
Both on board.
so both on board, awesome. Um, let's see, former English paraprofessional. Oh, okay. So she came up with recoup, regroup, and scoop the soup. There we go. Okay. Um, so that's my idea and what her and I talked about, and but we're also open to, again, any other ideas, suggestions. Of course, Jackie and I are very easy, like that. But Jackie got excited when I brought this up because, and I'll hand it back over to you because of your book.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has it, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Tarot Court Cards for Beginners by Lisa Roberts. Sorry, yeah, I was covering it. Robertson. Um, Now I actually bought this. I have the date written on it somewhere. It was. Oh no, I don't. It was a few years ago. I thought I wrote it somewhere, and it was only when Heather asked me about doing this series that I took it up. And I was like, okay, I better start reading it because I love books. I love the smell of books, and I love
Mm-hmm.
nice paper, and I love, when the text is a nice size and there's nice pictures, and
Mm-hmm. Like when you walk
you
into
know,
Barnes and Noble and you're just overcome with all the
oh
smell of the books
yeah,
and all the goodies and stuff. So yeah. And Debbie says that looks good. And
yeah, it is,
Allison,
but
could you
it's
put that link maybe in the I can see Allison as a mod. I'll have to make some more mods, but Allison, if you could find that link and put that in, or Isadora can put that in the link. Um
Oh
For
yeah,
people who
ooh,
click on it, because Allison had said the more you use large spreads, the clearer the intent or meaning of the court cards will
uh,
be. And sometimes for me, I don't have the larger or the room or the time to do full spreads on certain things. So, if I can keep, 3, 4, maybe 5 cards. And Isadora says she uses an 8-card spread. And Magus, yes, 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 book smell. All right.
oh,
I
love
mute
smell.
myself now. Back to you, girl.
So yeah, so I've been reading through it. I'm onto the page, where it starts or I'm onto the chapter where it starts with the pages. So I've just been reading through the kind of, how this book is put together, and just basic information about about the pages, knights, about the courts themselves, and then about the element of each suit, because the pages, knights, queens, and kings, have their own elements as well as the suit that they're in. So, for example, um, now sometimes people switch them around, but the queens are cups. So if you have a queen of swords, you have water with the queen and air with the swords. So it's don't be glazing over now. Don't be glazing over.
Good Lord.
It's good. So it's water of air. So you have to kind of look at, well, you don't have to, but I love the elemental dignities, you see. So you can put the water and the air elements together as well, and gain a lot of insight into the person from that, right?
Mhm.
Uh, that being said, I want to show you this now. Heather, don't glaze over, right? I actually made this little cheat sheet years ago.
Hi,
And
Thomas.
oh, hey, Tom. Hey, Miss Moonlight.
Oh, and she just popped in. Hello, hello.
I don't know if we missed you already, but I just spotted you there. A few years back, I don't know if anyone knows Georgina Toland on YouTube. She had a series of tarot lessons, and one of them was called Elemental Dignities. And there we go. I drew out this cheat sheet myself as I was watching it.
Whoop. Oh, shoot. Hold on a
Oh,
second.
she got
I'm
rid of me.
coming. I'm coming. There you go. There we go.
So I made up this cheat sheet as I was watching along with the. I'm blocking my light there now. As I was watching along with the instructions, right? So she has air, water, earth, and fire, and then it just shows that like the air and the water are neutral, but the air and the earth weaken each other. And then, for example, here the earth and the water strengthen each other. So it's to do with the elements linked to the different suits, you know. So that's kind of a lot to do with it too. So when I'm making up new notes now to put together for each of these individual lives that we'll be doing, because like Heather said, we're going to focus on one court card per live. So I'm going to be kind of using the elemental dignities as well. I'm going to bring that in. This is actually a very good cheat sheet you can find online for and download for free. Daily Tarot Girl. So if you Google Daily Tarot Girl free cheat sheet downloads or whatever, it's a court card cheat sheet. So this is actually really good. It has nice information on it. The way it works is it has, like, say, the King of Pentacles there, for example. There's keywords, there's action and advice, and then watch out for each of the court cards, you know. So that's a really nice one too. And they're ones you can download for free. But the one I made up myself is this one. So
Oh, babe,
I
get
made
back
up
on the big screen. Here we go.
here. It's
There you go.
it just doesn't matter really, but oh yeah. So I made up this table for each of the suits. So like in this one, we have the page, knight, queen and kings written across the top. And then I have listed down the court element, the suit element, the court energy, the attributions, the element speed, the star sign, keywords, known as, in other words, each court card is known as. That was information from Sasha Graham. Advice and personality type. So there's all the ones.
She's the
Right.
queen of lamination.
And then we have the what's on this side? Swords. So all the swords court cards. And then obviously cups.
Oops, sorry.
And pentacles. You're all right, girl. So, and then I have this one as well. This is from this was from 2 decks of cards I had a few years back, where there were Radley Valentine ones, I'm sure, with phrases on the bottom. You know, the way he does his tarot cards with phrases on the bottom. So like here I have written out Page of Cups, for example. So the pages can be associated with, so cups being water, the page can be associated with the 3 water signs. And then the Knight of Cups is Pisces, the Queen of Cups is Cancer, and the King of Cups is Scorpio. So like I have that written out next to each court card, and then the dates of those star signs. Look at Heather.
It's like astrology with me. When you start going into more than one or two, my brain just glazes over.
It's nowhere near as complicated as astrology, I wouldn't think. But and then I just typed out the key phrases from like 2 different decks to put on this cheat sheet, you know. So like for the Page of Cups, a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities, infatuation, playful, creative flow. Do you know? Hey, Carla.
Nancy. Carla here. Miss
All the gang are here.
That's Carla. I'm trying
waiting to pick up my grandson, but I'm listening and lurking. Going into lurking mode and taking notes. So yeah, and even like I had those typed up originally, and then when I printed them, I decided I wanted to put the more information on the side here. So like I have next to the cups here at the top, I have because oh god, to make things even more complicated. So like
no. Just making my life so complicated.
Look, cups and pentacles are feminine energies. You know that, right?
Yes.
So you're okay.
I'm good.
So the feminine energies are internal, and the masculine energies, the swords and wands, are external. Okay. So I just wrote them in then myself, that the cups and pentacles are internal, and here we have like the pentacles is earth. I put in the timing there for myself of years. And what else did I write? Oh, the female element. Oh yeah. So I just wrote in extra notes along the sides, you know. Um, so yeah, that's all my different court card cheat sheets that I have to date. But yeah, I'm going through this and
What? That's
writing.
it? Slacking,
Huh?
girl. You're slacking. But Allison says, personally, I spending a day or two on a single card was how I learned them individually.
Was
And
it?
and for me too, though, is with each deck I get, the author has different perspectives as well that they like to write.
Yeah.
So not am I only trying to remember all the basics. I'm also when I grab different decks, I'm trying to remember, oh, but this author said that this could be that. Ooh, And so for me, I'm really trying to narrow my tarot. I'm trying to narrow my tarot. Oh my god.
Stop with all the rhyming, will you?
This is I'm not intentionally doing this. But but yeah, that is a great tip.
Oh my
Spending,
God.
a couple days on one of them. And that's what
Yeah.
Hi Karen. I've been
Hi, Karen.
accidentally rhyming, Karen. You're driving, so you can't chat. Well, thank you for popping in and saying hello, my dear. And Selena says, yes, reading the guidebooks help
Yeah.
because of the insight they give. So that's why I'm trying to really narrow how many tarot cards I want to work with. There's a few that I can't really bring to the show because otherwise Jackie, her retina will
Oh,
burn out once
I
she
know what
sees
she's on about.
with the pip decks. I've got two of them now. I didn't realize one of them was a pip, but for me, I just love the artwork on it. It's beautiful. But so there are certain decks but they're packed right now. But I love my the uh the art based one, the artist decoded. I have the Hush Tarot that I absolutely love. And now, really, my favorite tarot at the moment is my Fyodor Pavlov deck.
All
Um,
right.
I learned of that deck through Allison and what he writes, his insights too, like Jeremy with each of the cards. You know, that's what I want to, but with the court cards, that's more and more. And that's why it's good that we're going to focus on just one card, giving examples, and then Jackie will have her cheat sheet, and we have our notes, and this will
Because
be,
like
we'll learn together. We'll be
even,
in our
though I have four there, four or how many? Jesus, four different lots, I suppose. I have the Daily Tarot Girl one, right, and I have the Elemental Dignities, which I think will add nicely to it, and then the two of my own ones that I put together, so four, right? But like before we do each live now, like I'm gonna go through the Page of Pentacles, say for example, in this, and I'm gonna start
uh,
making. I know, yeah.
thanks, Magus.
And I'm going to start making a whole new cheat sheet just on the Page of Pentacles with information from this book and information from the four cheat sheets that I already have printed out that I look at. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, I get you,
So
Justine. That's me. I
there
flip
will
over and
be.
I'm like, ooh, ooh, except for certain ones, I'm like, oh no. But yep, I get you, girl.
There's one thing if you get one, but if you get more than one, it's like, oh Jesus, I give up.
Oh, I'm sorry your internet's not good. Well, our fingers crossed, my dear. But just want to share that people were putting in some links. I think it was Selena found the
Yes, she did.
dailytarotgirl.com.
Thanks.
So
Tina.
thank you, Selena. And Allison was trying to find the link for the Llewellyn. She mentioned, I think that might be what you have, Tarot Card for Beginners, Bring Clarity to Your Readings, Llewellyn's for Beginners 49. So I think that's what that is. Um,
Probably. Yeah.
then Miss Moonlight put another link and she says, amazing link. I'm not sure
Oh,
if that's the same book, but
that
thank you,
would be Amazon.
everybody.
She meant, I'd say.
So thank you, everybody, for the
Whenever I type Amazon,
recommendations.
it always changes to amazing.
So just want to make sure we wanted to thank everybody for putting in the links. And then here's and then she put it in again. There we go. So it's in there a couple times. Alrighty. And Debbie
Good
says this sounds
stuff.
great. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm
we're looking
really looking
forward to it.
forward to it. Yeah,
Yes. Now, how
yeah,
many cards we bring? I know Jackie she's straight up, RWS, Pamela Coleman.
yeah.
So, and I'll be able to start using some of these.
Oh, I thought of something else. Remind me in a minute.
So I'll
Oh,
be able to start
yeah.
bringing and playing around with these more in case anybody new hasn't seen these. I got a beautiful gift last week. Jackie helped me get, she helped get, yeah, she was one of the ones that helped me get this. So,
Orchestrated it.
or helped orchestrate it. So I got me my tiles. So yes, more with the court cards, but I also want to bring, a couple, maybe one or two, or maybe just stick to one deck. And so that when she shares what the basic RWS is, then I can kind of look in and bring what Theodore, brings in, for
Yeah.
his. And I think it's going to be this deck here that I'm going to stay focused on for this series. Whereas the Hush and everything is all just going to be, stay packed away in their box until, we get settled in. But yeah.
Another thing that I mustn't forget as well is for each court card, like I want to make a list of a few questions that like people would come to you, tarot questions that
Mhm.
people would come to you with for a reading. And it, like, say, focusing on the Page of Pentacles, like make some questions in relation to love, career, money,
Mhm.
home, health, whatever, right? And like to ask the questions. And once we've gone through all the information, ask the questions. And the answer is using that court
Mhm.
card that we're talking about that day, and get
Mhm.
people to really kind of think about it in relation to the question posed,
Mhm.
and I'll come up
So
with
we
ideas.
can kind of throw together a couple, like, okay, so if, let's say, the Page of yeah, Page of Pentacles showed up
Yeah.
with the Tower and a Ten of Swords, and it's a love reading. Well, ouch. For, you know, um, well, anything really, ouch. Or again, you can look at it as some people now with the Ten of Swords, they see that as a positive card because it's completion. It's time to start taking, the swords out, or people can look at the Tower from, a positive point of view. So it's really just kind of getting comfortable and familiar enough where, if you have to
Yeah.
lay down a few more clarifiers, that'll. But like I said, it
Yeah.
drives me nuts when I ask for a clarifier for a court card and they give me another court card. I'm like,
The
what
one.
am I supposed to do with this? I mean, my goodness. And pendulums,
Yeah.
depending how well connected you are to pendulums. Mine have gotten a little bit more, because before they were kind of 50-50, but I noticed that when I articulate the questions a little more specific for certain things, they've been, a little bit more accurate. And
Okay.
sometimes if I'm not quite sure, I will grab a pendulum during a reading, hold it over the card and say, is this the person that we're reading for, or is this a person in their life? And then I'll go by what it tells me. And Lottie B, hello
Hey, Lottie.
sweetheart. My favorite pianist is
Yeah.
here. Hello, my dear. So, and Allison says those tiles are so cool. I'm a card purist, but the tiles are gorgeous. They are. And Allison, when I get that skirt too with that material, I need a nice big soft velvety bag for my cart, my tiles, so I can. Everything else around here is too small, and you know, it's kind of like, eh. So I'll need a personalized handmade Allison original. So, and thank
Thanks, Miss
you,
Moonlight.
Moonlight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, did anybody have any questions for Jackie and I, or
Yeah,
anything
or
that you would like to
suggestions or
suggest for
anything.
us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sun the skirt. Okay,
Send skirt.
sun skirt will have edges. Um, but yeah, just really, again, wanting to get a better grip on, court cards, because like,
Yeah.
Justine said, you turn that over and you're like, oh damn, there's a court card. But for a couple times though, what I have done is, I will go through some of my decks and separate the court cards from the majors and from, from the rest of the cards, so that if I am reading on somebody, I'll ask, okay, what court card reflects this person right now? And I'll set that down.
Oh, yeah.
And then, okay, I'll be like, okay, then I know for sure that this is the person. And you can do that as well. And then if I need to pull another card for another person that may be an influence, because Jackie and I don't do third party, although
Hmm.
some people have said sometimes third party is okay. We had a discussion on Angie's
Yeah.
channel, Roots and Waves, about the ethics of reading. And
Yeah.
it was interesting, the different perspectives that we had. We had, I think it was Rochelle was on that one with us, and a couple of other people, and they had, a different point of view, when it comes to
Yeah.
third party or certain questions. So again, however you read, we're hoping that this helps enhance, and makes you more comfortable, makes me more confident that when I pull a card, I'm like, and I look around, and go, okay, this is the person, and you know. But I still like the idea of separating the court cards. I don't know if anybody else does that in chat, or any readers, or have done that in the past. Have you, Jackie, separating the court cards so that when you shuffle reading for a person,
I
you ask
haven't,
for.
but I've heard of people doing it. Yeah. And
Oh,
I've hey, Kristen Louise.
Kristen and her new channel, Love It Nine
I
Worlds
didn't
of
even know you had a new
Creativity.
channel name.
Yep,
Love
beautiful.
it. Huh.
But yeah, when you have like people that that you do have permission to read for,
Yeah.
shuffling, and then if there's.
I watched a video one time. I have no recollection of who it was, but they basically split the deck up into the majors, the minors, and the court
I've
cards.
done that too.
Yeah, I mean that is a cool idea. So you'd have like a person, a major situation going on in their life, and something they can do to kind of
Yes,
change and affect. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was cool. Like, no, I
I'm
haven't
thinking
tried it
about
really,
doing that.
but
hmm
that it is cool. Yeah,
But then
I
I
like the
forget
idea
that
of
I've
that.
done that, and I'll start shuffling, and I'll look down, I'm like, oh crap, because everything's all. So,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen
Lads,
any
anyone any questions or suggestions?
for the show. And Kristen just came in. So, Kristen, a quick recap. Jackie and I are doing a tutorial show for the court cards to help us, better understand and get more confident and familiar with the court cards while we're reading. And we're just kind of like a chit chat today and looking to see what people's perspectives or suggestions might be. When we do it, we'll pick like a court card, and then we'll pick like, maybe a minor or a major to go with it, and kind of look at the scope of the reading, how they could possibly relate, that kind of format. Jackie has her email down here. She's got cheat sheets that she has created that she would be happy to email to everybody who's interested, along with a book. Do you want to put the book up again really quick, Jackie, for
Yeah,
Kristen? This is
I'm
what
really
we're going to
liking this
be.
book because it is simple. It's not. There's no brain surgery to it. It's really nice.
I might
Sorry,
have to get
I
it myself.
covering her name, Lisa Robertson.
There we
It's
go.
it's not expensive. I can't remember how much, but it's not. Might have been €15 or something max. I don't know.
And
But
Megan
it's
said,
a lovely book.
I find the Queen of Wands fascinating too, Max, especially with that black kitty, because I got two black kitties.
Look at this
So,
one. Look, I just love this deck.
oh, you're
So
in
cool.
Marseille, and
My
it
writer
said
Marseille.
RWS
Yeah,
in Marseille. Yep.
uh,
It's like you put
it's
your
really
peanut butter
cool.
in my chocolate. Your chocolate's in my peanut butter. It's like a Reese. It's the Reese's. It's the Reese's of tarot. There we go.
Teresa's of
Um,
Tarot
and she said, I would love a cheat sheet. I struggle between
between the queens
the
and
queens and the
kings.
kings. Yes, exactly. So that's her
I've
email right
even
there.
in the book I've been as I'm going through, I'm kind of either underlining like a sentence, or if there's a whole paragraph I want to kind of go back to, I'm just putting a line down the side. Yeah.
In the U.S. and it is currently 15.99,
Ah,
and
yeah.
I don't think euro is too far off from
No, it's not. No,
USD.
no.
So I think it's only a couple bucks. So, and Miss Moonlight said, I use little tricks at first, like a knight is on a quest, for
Oh.
example, or a knight of, yeah, she goes, I forgot the K's. It's cool. So, Prince Charming. And Karen says, Mary Greer has good court card book too. I have heard her name before. Yes. I've heard of
Yeah.
Mary Greer, and there's another one that everybody raves about. Um, and what's really cool, eventually, what I want to get is Sasha Graham has a book where you can use your tarot cards as for spell work. That I
Oh,
would
yeah.
find really really cool. But I haven't been seeing any questions. Anything else that you can think of that you want to mention about About the show, or do you think we covered it all, girl?
Like just in relation to um the questions there, for example, right? Um, so if we were doing on our live about the Nine of Wands, for example, right? So say you had someone come to you, a woman saying, "Will I meet a man soon?" Right? Sorry, say you had a woman in her late 40s come to you for a reading, asking, "Would she meet a man soon?" And you pulled out the Knight of Knight of Wands, right? Um, the pages are kind of considered like children. The knights I would kind of consider the kind of 18-year-old plus who was kind of leaving school, going off to college, going off out into the world, moving out of home, starting a job, apprenticeship, whatever, right? So this is the kind of late teens into adulthood, but not yet the queen or king, obviously, not let the mother or the father or the CEO or whatever, you know. So if you had someone, like I said, in her late 40s, wondering if she'll ever meet a man, and the Knight of Wands would say, or was pulled, I'd say, oh, you'll meet a younger man soon, because age-wise, he'd be younger than her. She would kind of, I would see her as a queen. So I would say, oh, this is saying you might meet a younger man soon, you know. But then you have to look into the wands, you know, fire being the fastest element, in my opinion. Some people say the air, but either way, um, the fire element would be a kind of a, let's just say, it wouldn't be a long lasting relationship, if you catch my drift. Could be a
And
once
ma'am,
off.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank
Booty
you.
call.
Heather said it. So do you know what I mean? So we'll be looking into like the kind of age of the person with relation to the question. Exactly, Miss Moonlight.
Yep.
We'll be looking at the
Answering
element, the
booty
element
call.
of the night. And you see, the night is fire too. So this is fire on fire, you know. So it's a lot of fire energy. So this is
Mhm.
not someone who you're going to have a long lasting relationship. You'd be looking for a queen or a Knight of Cups or a Knight of Pentacles if you were looking for a long lasting relationship, you know, for example. So we'll be looking into all those kind of things,
And
you know.
Allison says, yes, Jackie, I see the pages, young girls, knights, young boys. I see Jenny.
Yeah, yeah.
And Debbie said, he's like a teenager, potentially can do things without thinking all things through. And really quick, too, Selena went
Absolutely.
ahead and put the link for the
Oh, cool.
Mary K. Greer book.
I'm
If
just having a look at
anyone
that
is
one.
interesting. And we do have a question from Isadora. And it says,
With
do you
who?
find when doing a reading, a person is represented by a certain card?
Um, do you mean like the person that I'm reading for?
Yeah, let's say you were reading for me. Is there a card that you feel represents me if you were doing a reading for me? I've had people,
No,
I think is that what you,
no.
okay. I think Isadora, that's what you're referring to. If you feel
I've
like
never.
you're drawn to a certain court card, that I think that's what you meant.
Yeah,
Let
represented
me
by a
know.
certain card.
She says, and Nelson says, I
No.
didn't always read that way, but for me, it made clear who was who. She said yes. So that was correct. If there was, now for me, yes, because even though, yes, Jackie is very, I mean, we
Oh
all
yeah,
embody every queen, but for me, now
yeah,
I see Jackie as a queen of swords because she's very clear. She has clarity with the cards with reading. She sees things clearly. She communicates very well. So for me, Jackie has always been, a queen of swords. Now I also see Allison as a queen of swords because
hmm.
that aspect of Allison is very straight to the point, very forward. So are you, Jackie, too, when you read. But Allison has that the ability to be, sometimes we have to be blunt. We have to be straightforward. I mean, we give our messages, with empathy. We're not like, listen here, you idiot.
Yeah,
We don't do that. But, with else, she's very straightforward and says, well, this is what I'm seeing. This is something you have to look at. Do you not? So for me, I see certain court cards of certain people, but I try not to put that into when I'm shuffling because I don't want to, take away an aspect for,
yeah.
them, if that makes sense. I try to
Yeah.
be, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to move my leg.
See, she agrees with me. So let's see. And Errol Isadora, for me, it depends on the reading, which card appears. Majors or courts can represent a person. Okay.
Mm,
So it's all about getting used to learning the basics again, like with art. You'll learn the basics, you study, you learn what you have to, and then you take what you learn and then you go and do. I mean, you still have the basics you rely on to create that work like you would to prepare for a reading and to be able to read a reading, but then you also tap into that intuitive element to bring to the artwork or to the reading. So um as long as you get the basics of what it's supposed to be. And see, everyone's agreeing with me. Yes, Allison, Queen of Swords. And I know Allison loves Queen of Wands. For me, I've always related to the Queen of Wands because I've heard that she kind of represents the creativity. Some people have represented her as the artist, whereas some people represent the Page of Cups as the artist, like in the Theodore, tarot. She's got her palette, her paintbrush, her sketchbooks. So for me, I gravitate towards her, as my card, for reading. So she's a Sag and likes balance. I do. Oh, Heather's. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. I was like,
ah,
yepers. And I need balance in my life, girl. So, oh, and Selena says Llewellyn books on sale on their website. 35% off until
35% off.
tomorrow. Spring
Spring
25
25.
code at checkout. Well,
I
thank you,
shouldn't even be
Selena.
looking.
Avert thy gaze, as Gerald would say.
Gotta close my
Um,
eyes.
But yeah, I've always loved the Queen of Wands, the little black kitty, because I love my black kitties.
Yeah, I
So,
do love her.
oh,
Yeah.
bye, Debbie. Thank you
Bye,
for being here,
Debbie.
my dear. And Selena said, I use herbal cards at times for spell work when I don't have the herb, and using the herb oracle cards for ancestral work and giving them offerings. That's beautiful. There's a deck that I want to get. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, Selena, but there's one that the women who did the witch's oracle, they went and did one. I think it's called Kitchen. Maybe it's called Kitchen Witch, and I just love the cards. The name. Of course, they left Heather out again. A lot of these decks leave the plant or the flower Heather out of it. But it's a lovely deck. It's inexpensive. Excuse me, that'll probably be my next Oracle deck that I would probably like. But yeah, learning how to do spell work with cards and purchase responsibly, as always. And Karen says, and stays flexible with your intuition. The definitions
Yeah,
don't always fit. So you have to kind of learn,
absolutely.
Heather, I see cups energy. Yeah, well, you didn't see the fire side that this girl can have. Yeah. That's why when I'm fire, my sun is a fire sign and my moon is a water. So yeah.
For a sec, for a
Huh?
sec,
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry.
No, tell me.
I got totally confused there. Oh my god, you freaked the shit out of me. You said my son, and I was thinking, what the fuck, a son?
Yeah, his name is Mozzie. He's in the other room.
Oh my
Well,
god,
my
my
sun
brain. I think
sign
I think
is
I left it outside today
my
in the
sun
sunshine.
sign
Jesus Christ.
is a fire, and my moon is a water. So there's the two elements right there. And let's see, personification depends on the reader. For Queen Heather, you would be the Queen of Cups and the Reign of Mine with a oh, okay. So yeah, and Kristen says, no clue which card I would be. I'm an odd mix of Page of Wands and King of Cups. Interesting.
Kristen Louise, do you know which ones because like me for example, right? I'm Libra. Now I don't know much about astrology, right? So don't
Yeah.
be thinking I know
Oh.
loads about astrology, right? But like Heather said, she considers me Queen of Swords, but Queen of Swords is Libra, and I'm Libra Sun, right? But I am Virgo rising, which is Knight of Pentacles, and I remember a couple of years ago a tarot reader saying that our rising sign is the one we should kind of with relation in relation to readings and stuff. It's the one we should watch first because it's more kind of in
Okay.
tune with us or whatever for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I started watching Virgo Jesus Christ readings.
It's been a long day for my girl.
Oh, stop it! I think the heat has gotten to me. Fucking hell. I started watching Virgo readings, and I don't even watch Libra readings anymore because Virgo readings make so much more sense to me. But that's the Knight of Pentacles, so I could totally see myself as the Knight of
Jackie.
Pentacles as well. You know.
And we have
Yeah.
our astrologer here. Mine is
Yes.
Aries, actually. I'm an
Is
Aries
it okay?
rising. Still a fire
Okay.
sign, but
That's fire. Okay.
so
Yeah, yeah.
I try to, pay attention to, Aries when I can when I watch. If I
Aquarius
get a
is
chance to
air.
watch it.
So what? What? Go back up again there. What did Kristen Louise say she is? I know she's
Aquarius.
Aquarius rising, which is air. But what other one were you? I forget already.
Um,
It's just interesting to see, you know.
I think she said for her, I'm an odd mix of Page of Wands
Oh
and Queen
yes.
of
Oh yeah.
Cups.
Okay.
And there was something else here too.
Oh, Scorpio sun. Okay. What Oh, I should know that now. What
Let's see.
Scorpio?
That can happen too. That too can happen, Jackie. I'm Gemini rising, so Queen of Swords. So interesting. I know I keep saying that, but it is. And Kristen says she is a Scorpio sun,
So
so
Scorpio is King of
water.
Cups.
Yeah.
Scorpio's King of Cups, and she said Page of Wands, which is well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's just interesting to look at them and see how they do you know, so like I have Libra obviously is air, and what you call it, Knight of Pentacles is earth. But you
Yeah.
see, like, do you know, from the point of view that I'm a bit of a procrastinator, like I would totally see myself more as the Knight of Pentacles, because
Mm-hmm.
he's my
That can
baby
be me too.
steps knight, you know, all these
Yeah.
plans, but like get off your arse and put you into action, you know.
So I just wanted to show this to Selena. I could have done this backstage, Selena, but this is the one that I'm talking about. The Witch's
Oh, I've seen
Kitchen.
that. Yeah, yeah.
It's beautifully done, and they include a black kitty in there that looks almost like my Mozzie. So it's like it's a no
Ah,
brainer. And let's see. So I'm an Aries
Virgo Thursday.
moon, says Kristen Louise, and I'm also Libra,
Oh,
but
and Aries was
Western.
one of them, wasn't it? I said.
I'm Virgo something in the sidereal, but I can just basically keep up with just the regular. I don't go looking too much into the sidereal because it's just oh my god. I can just handle the three, and I get Queen of Wands a lot in my North Node is also that, and Queen of Pentacles for my Taurus rising. See now, when she starts talking about North Node again, my brain starts.
Oh, whoosh, Karen, whoosh.
Oh my goodness, Karen, I am so like in awe of you people that can see
I know.
these charts and
Make
these things,
sense of
and
all
it
that.
makes it's
It's
just yeah,
madness.
it is. North Node is Leo. I can't
The
remember
only
what
thing is,
mine.
Karen is great at explaining things simply. Like that, I think we did 2 lives, didn't we, Karen, together, where you kind of talked us through the basics of astrology, and
We
I
were
was
trying
I
to
was
do the what's your sign, and
I
we
was
were
following along.
focusing, and then life happened, and but I told Karen, I go, once I get settled in, we'll have to pick that back up again because by then she'll have more knowledge, she'll be doing more charts, and then we'll be able to start offering a little bit more for those shows too. And
Gemini is Knight of Swords.
Allison says, Karen, you definitely feel like a Gemini to me. Yep. And so are her twins, if I remember correctly. Her twins are Gemini. So, well, girl, we are at 3:55. We thought this was going to be half
Woohoo!
an hour, but
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
is having a great time. And
yeah, yeah.
we love Jackie and I think I can speak for Jackie when we say we are so excited and happy that you're all seem very thrilled and excited for this.
Yes, yeah.
We are too. I miss getting together with my friends and just talking about tarot and
I know.
learning from each other. So it's nice to have something back for her and I to do. And after we're done with the show, we'll figure out um, at least the first episode, the Page of Pentacles, um, so we can get maybe one or two under on into YouTube land,
Yeah,
so that it gives time for people to watch it, get their feedback. Excuse me, and there goes the ums again, girl. Too many ums.
I'm
And
glad I was
Allison
at home
says,
to
"I'm
catch
glad I
this
was home
good
to catch
stuff.
this." Yes. So, yeah. And Sandy says, "Merry part." Thank you, Sandy. And yes, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. So, thank you, everybody. Anything, Jackie, really quick that you want to mention with your channel before we head
Uh,
out?
no, I'm just trying to get myself back into at least doing daily card pulls, and then think about setting up because I'd like there was a few lives, my Mystical Musings Monday lives that I didn't get around to. It would have been February, was it?
Yeah.
Um, so I need to get back onto the four that I already had, like because I had the uh animal communication one with Colleen, and I had my friend Anne, who's in Dublin, was going to do a live with me. Althea was on the list for one, and
Hmm.
I had someone else. I had the 4 weeks of February as well. Not actually scheduled, but I had names in the calendar, like for people who were going to do those lives with me. So I need to get back to them, and I think put them in the calendar. Now I'm thinking because the 30 next Monday is the 31st, so the following will be the
Hmm.
7th of April.
Yeah. One more week left of March already.
And there is four Mondays then in April, so the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. So I could schedule those four in for the four people that I had left, So I need to get that organized to get onto those girls and get them going.
All right, so be sure to subscribe to my girl, my bestie in Ireland. Allison's not here to say, "Oh no, she's my bestie in Ireland," so I can't,
Did you hear her saying that was that last night? That was very
something.
funny.
It was either last night or something before when I mentioned that. She's like, "No, she's my
Yeah.
bestie in Ireland." So let's see. Today's Monday already. So tonight, again, Nancy's not feeling well, so it'll be Selena and I together for the Divine Feminine,
It's in an hour and a
and we're going to
half.
be looking at goddesses or divine feminine, or women in history that have that were that's connected to inspiration and or have inspired
Right.
us in some way in our life. And so her
Cool.
and I will be going on at 5:30 today, and I might do a pop up this week, but Allison and I will be back. We didn't have a show last Friday because it was Allison's
Her
birthday, so
birthday.
she was celebrating her birthday weekend, and I got to see a little glimpse of a new deck that she's got, so that's very cool. And so we'll be back Friday, and then on the 29th, will be the last lyrical live stream for a while. And we're going to end the show with Ramon as our guest, and it's going to be a special edition.
Ooh.
So you have to all, hang in there and wait to see what it is. So, but yeah, good things coming, and ooh, lots of planning. And let's see, this was great, and I'm excited for the series. Thank you,
Good.
Selena. And we're happy to see that a lot of other people are, and maybe at some point we can maybe have a guest join us too to share their
Yeah.
insights. If
Oh, yeah.
certain people might want to join us
She has a very
at
bad
some
cough
point.
tonight.
I got a bad cough. So, what, you want to say goodbye with me, with everybody?
Guys, just in case we forget, make sure to comment afterwards, lads. It helps the algorithms, allegedly.
Yes. So it's
I
not
love
Mozzie.
him.
This is
Oh,
Zebra.
aw.
Yeah, so she's going to end with us. So,
Honestly,
nope,
God
shake
love
your
her.
head. All right.
She's not having any of it.
Nope, she wants something to eat. So,
Honestly, God love
everybody,
her.
thank you again. And Jackie, thank you for agreeing to do this with me. I knew I
Oh,
was waiting for the right moment for this to, take
good.
off.
I
And
know.
it was perfect timing. So, everybody, have a great rest of your day or night. And maybe we'll see you in chat for Divine Feminine. So, bye, everybody. Thank you
Thanks,
again.
peeps.